You can't always do that. As this
No.
game, it didn't work out.
It's a very sort of risky thing to do, and like you say, hat-trick kill, safer bet. With that being said, guys, we are going to be jumping in here on map number 4. So here we go, bam, into the action. Our red Zerg, top left here on Coda. It is going to be none other than BLord. And his opponent in the bottom right in the blue. It's going to be Reason, taking the advantage in this series and bringing it yet again to another match point. Which means that we could either see BLord falling out here or make that comeback, win 2 games in a row. Nonetheless, he is on the line. Everything on ropes at this point.
Yeah, match point could be Reason versus Cats coming up as the next series. Could also be BLord coming back 2 games in a row.
I remember this thing here though. The one to make it out here, who's to play with the Cats, making it into challenger in those semi-finals.
Of course, if you beat Cats, that
exactly.
is.
Like you have to take down Cats.
Yeah, in a best of 5 as
In
well.
a best of 5.
Yeah,
Not
it's not
as
going to be
easy.
easy. No.
But like, even though you don't win the entire thing, if you make it to any of the Terrans that we have, then that's a guaranteed $2,000 and a spot in WCS Challenger. So these guys are gonna have to bring their A game.
Yeah. I remember also, of course, 2 players out of Challenger will be going to the Premier spots
Oh yeah, that's true.
to play the Global Premier League in WCS 2015 Season 2, which we had a great Season 1 actually. But of course, it is going to be incredibly important for every player here to represent Latin America. Now the question is, who is it going to be? Because only 2 players will make it. We already have 4 players who we heavily favor, and well, neither of them are actually playing in this particular series. So I would love to see a bit of an underdog story.
Yeah, but tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
That's when the big boys come out to play. So
Well, I guess Cats is one of them, and Jim Rising is in the bottom
Jim
bracket.
Jim Rising.
He's playing right now.
Yeah, in the lower bracket. Or the lower section of the bracket, because it's actually not the loser's bracket, to avoid any confusion.
Well, for us here in the upper bracket, it's kind of like the loser's bracket.
I'm sort of conflicted. But
The upper bracket is the better bracket, okay? I'm just...
there.
Yeah.
You said it.
We have the best bracket, okay?
We have the best bracket.
We are the cool bracket. We're in right now, okay?
That's how it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, going on here, BLord, once again, going for that really quick speed. And, well, his opponent now gonna go up for speed himself. In before really quick lair, but no.
No, that's that would be even too quick for lair, I guess. But the 430 lair.
430 lair.
Wow, that'd be.
I remember
pretty
we
sick.
saw like 510 lair at one point.
Did we?
Oh,
not in a
no,
ZVZ.
no, do you?
Not in a ZVZ.
It was we were Wingian was playing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
He was playing.
Who did he play?
Oh man.
Oh, names, man. Names.
I think it was like Eric.
Was it Eric?
I'm trying to remember.
No, Eric was playing the first series. Well, to be honest, while
No, it was just like it was Wingian playing Berada, and Berada went for like 11-minute hive and got like really quick ultralisks.
Oh, that was so scary. Yeah.
Was like teching so fast, like insanely fast.
But that would never happen in ZVZ though. Like if it happened, you'd lose.
11-minute hive hair.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Ultras.
Yeah. Well, you'd
1-1 ultras.
You've been playing too much PvZ, dude. Like all you can see are 11-minute ultras at this point.
It was like the Vipers, 12 minutes in.
But you know what? BLord right now, he has set up his second gas. He's mining from both. This is a bit interesting, especially since he kind of supply boxed himself. But that aside, I'm kind of wondering what he's up to, because he decided to go into his speed into double gas. Now he's going for Lair right away, like Recent. So we're gonna see what these guys are up to. Recent will go into Mutus. The question is, what will BLord go into?
Yeah, we'll see. He's not taking. Okay, so he looks like he's also going to be going into Mutalisk play here.
Yeah, a bit of an old gas timing, but it's absolutely going to be Mutas.
Yeah, so Muta versus Oh, well, 2 for 1.
That's still worth it because he didn't get the scouts.
Yes, that's true. But he saw the double gas going down, and he knows that there's already been gas taken in the main because of the speed, of course. So,
But Roach play uses 3 gases.
yes, that's actually true. He's only seen the 3. Very important detail there, and he also misses the lair being created, which is also another big indication. So, might actually end up sort of mind gaming himself. BLord, though, on the other hand, has no info going on here. So,
he knows there's a hatchery.
that's
as much as he knows.
there's a hatch.
Yeah.
Well, I know my opponent has a decent economy.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't tried to kill me yet with speedlings.
Yeah, maybe he's just massing up to 80.
Imagine hiding 80 lings. Can I just digress for a second and
Sure.
talk about this really stupid build that I died to once in a tournament?
If you do quickly, yes.
Yeah, so he went 3 hatch before pool, and I was like, this is okay. Because I was playing Forge first, or rather I was going Nexus first into Forge, and I'm so comfortable. And the guy hides like 80 lings off of 17 drones on one, like on a single mining base.
Yeah.
And then he breaks down my wall and just kills me. And
You know that's actually a legit build.
I know.
Used in Codas.
I know, and it's so stupid. And I was like,
It's the most stupid build
I
ever.
was so furious because I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, you're not supposed to have lings. You were supposed to drone. Oh, what the?
And the fun thing is, like, they're actually slow lings.
Yeah, like
It's
no
so
speed,
funny.
no gas. He gets 1 queen. That's what he gets.
So if you guys haven't seen this, it's like when you go to 3 hatch before pool, or you can go pool into double expand as well, and you just mass slow lings. And the thing is, it catches everyone off guard.
Yeah, it's like you hide them.
Yeah. And you just attack with about like 40, 50 of them. It's pretty crazy. But
Such a painful way to lose.
it is.
but
But this is a CVZ.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? We talked just long enough about the other thing for the spies to finish, and you know that's when things start really happening here in the Muta versus Muta.
So, detail, right away. Not a little detail. I'm one of those people who love these nitty-gritty things. So, right away, BLord decides to go for the Carapace, then Mutas, while we see Reetin go Mutas into Carapace. So, slightly quicker upgrade. And you might not think it's a big deal, but actually, Mutas are great at microing and kiting with. Or
Very
like slow
microable
stepping.
units, rather.
Absolutely. Actually, all units are great to micro, but these are very microable, indeed.
Like Marines, kind of. Oh,
I wouldn't
well.
go that far.
oh, okay. They're not as good as Marines.
Nothing is as good as Marines.
That's true.
Now, thing is this. It's actually we see a Reason pretty quickly get that Carapace as well, but we might see a slight timing for BLord, and that's all it takes. Because Reason will think that his upgrade is so close that it doesn't really matter.
Well, like both of them 0-0, and
And BLord will no, actually, as soon as BLord finishes, if he takes the engagement as Reason attacks in, Reason won't be really ready for it because he's so close. They won't think of the kind of anti-timing he's hitting.
yeah. But like I said, I guess we were saying the same thing. Like, you know, he thinks, okay, we're both 0-0, but then BLord just +1 armor finishes right as he pushes in, or maybe 3 seconds into the fight.
Yeah, you can actually finish even before.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Reason won't think too much of it because they're so close.
Because BLord like, okay, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, no, of course, it's not as important because he quite quickly went into Carapace himself. But sometimes we see them, the Zag there is delay it enough so he
like
gets a lot.
Life does that a lot with roaches. You know, with the +2 that like he takes the fight, he initiates the fight, and that's the finish.
Yeah. I really like that. It's a really cool detail.
So sick. Maybe we'll see BLord do that because I mean, in 10 seconds he's gonna have that Carapace.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like it though. The thing is, as well, as I was about to say, Reason got his Carapace at a great timing. He was like 12 seconds behind, so it's not that bad. The thing is, I was thinking that he might delay even more than he did, and it was looking pretty scary for him. But no, he's going to be fine. Now, has to watch out though.
That was actually a big volley here from BLord that took a lot of damage there. Needs to be very careful. He's down in drones at this point.
He's done everything at this point. But Reason, with a missed call, he goes for the second Carapace. That's actually an inferior upgrade to the +1 flyer attacks. 1-1 is better than 0-2.
Yeah, but these lings making their way into the third base as the Mutalisk duking it out in the center. Very even fighting right now, even using some of these lings to buffer for the bouncing Glavy attacks. But Reason is going to push his opponent back, and now he's entering the third base. Speedlings going to start breaking down this static defense. A couple of Mutalisks make their way back in here, try to defend. And Reason is going to instead head up into the natural, see if he can make something happen here. Maybe kill a drone or two. But no options really, so decides to dance up into the main, and he might actually catch himself a queen.
Yeah, he gets a queen. It's a pretty decent trade for those few last lings, and It's going to cost him about an inject or so, even less. But reason behind this gets a 4th base, and this is a pretty big deal because it's all about that gas. It's all about, like, even the smallest details. Like, did I build my gases before my hatch finished? That's a pretty big deal in Muta vs Muta. Like, every Muta counts literally. 24 mutas beat 23 mutas straight up, and you still have a few mutas left because of the added DPS over a long period of time.
Yes, that's very important. There we go. Once again, BLord actually overextending a little bit here, loses a Mutalisk because he's just not being careful. Needs to pay close attention to his units because he eats a volley or two, things get very bad. There suddenly BLord gets a good pick-off, takes 2 for 1. And that's the kind of moves you need. But once again, he has to worry about the Lynx heading up into the main. The Mutalisks fighting here right between these two bases, though. And I think that the numbers actually favoring Reason here, who decides to pull out, interestingly enough.
They were very close in numbers, actually just about the same amount of mutas, but of course you don't want to take the worst fight if you have the advantage of the extra base. Now remember, Reason is just this game away from that 3-1, and he's right now on 8 gases. That is 2 more gases than his opponent, and of course, as BLord right now, he's kind of struggling to set himself up. Now he has 1-1, he's setting up for that +2 carry base, so he has the correct upgrade, but the problem here is that he's losing fights, so there are a few options he can do. Now, he can focus really heavily on the ground, or he can go into infestors.
Yeah, but it's going to be really difficult to go in. These constant counter-attacks from Reason being so annoying, putting a lot of rocks in his opponent's shoes, and he's actually going to kill the gas, bringing him down to 8 versus 5 gas, and once again, BLord eating a volley there from the Mutalisks of Reason. The Queen will perhaps go down in the 3rd base, unless he can save it with these links, manages to come in at the very last moment, but still, he has no idea about this 4th base, and that is going to be a pretty important detail. I mean, look at that gas difference in terms of income. 900 to the sort of roughly 600 of his opponent.
150% of his income.
Yeah, that's just such a big deal here. And BLord, of course, because he doesn't know, it's going to be a losing battle.
Yeah, it's an extra 3 mutas a minute here for Reason. And well, BLord hasn't even scouted that. And now, as BLord goes in to the mutas of Reason, he just realized that's way too many to deal with. There are no spore callers done for the 4th base of BLord. And Reason, smartly enough, is going to focus that base down. Doesn't even care about the spore caller being built. And well, without that 4th base, there's not too much for BLord. It even just pulls everything away to kill that 4th base right away.
Yeah, tries to go for a counter-attack, but no, is going to run right into a couple of links of his opponent. And, well, even though BLord, with the better upgrades, it's just a numbers game at this point, and his opponent up by 11 Mutalisks. That extra gas coming so strongly into play here, and I think BLord kind of running on his last legs at this point.
Yeah, even with Link support at this point, tanking a lot of those shots wouldn't be enough. He has just so few mutas compared to his opponent, who's now about a 1/3 more when it comes to the muta count. And here comes BLord trying to clear up the Ling wave. At the same time, Reason then comes in to kill the 3rd base. And, well, BLord will be down to, 4 gases, which is horrific for him.
Yeah, and even a 5th hatchery going down here for his opponent. So, once again, the Mutalisks will commit into combat. And BLord right now doing a fairly good job in terms of trading, but more reinforcements does swing in here for Reason, who's now up by 60 supply. And I think that's going to be all she wrote. BLord's run near CopaAmerica is going to be cut short in this 2nd series, with Reason taking that 3-1 victory, it seems.
It does look like that is going to be the case. 5 mutas left here for BLord. He had a great set of series to get up to this point. He looked so strong in his group. He didn't lose a single game for the ZVZs he got in his group to get here, but Reason was a bit too much, and well, he's right now just kind of admitting his defeat. There we go, good luck, and Reason will be your 2nd player to go into the winners round.
Well, he's going to face off against Cats in another Zug versus Zug. Nonetheless, very close